Guys, we have Chris Pratt, Jennifer Lawrence, and a movie that's cast away in space. What could go wrong? Guys, my name is Zach, and I'm bringing you guys a new movie review today for the movie Passengers. Let's get into it. Passengers is pretty much the story of two people who wake up early on their journey to another planet, and they wake up too early and knowing to the fact that they can't go back to sleep and they're gonna have to live their lives just together because there's no other way to go to sleep and they're not gonna make it to the planet. The planet has 80 years left to get to there, and that's Passengers for you. Going into this movie, a couple years ago when they announced this, I was so anticipating this movie. I'm a huge fan of Chris Pratt. I'm a huge fan of Jennifer Lawrence, and I really like the director from what he did with Imitation Game. But going into this film, I was kind of excited for it, and then the trailers dropped, and it kind of lowered my expectations. Then some of the reviews came out and just said it's an alright, or it's a shitbox. But going into this film, I was somewhat anticipating it still, just not as much as I wanted to. It wasn't something I was rushing out to see. Well, I finally saw it, and here's my review of it. I enjoyed Passengers. It's one of those movies that I think there's parts of it I really did enjoy, and there's parts of it I absolutely didn't dislike. And then there's parts I disliked the hell out of. Logical and ethical point, this movie, the marketing for this movie is completely different than what the movie is. Yes, some of it is in there, but there's some logical and ethical things that get raised within this film that are kind of hard to watch, to be honest. And when you see the movie, or if you have seen it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But what I do have to say is that both the performances from Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence are fantastic. They both do a great job, and the thing about Chris Pratt's character in this, he's a completely different character than we've ever seen before in another movie, and I really have to appreciate that from him, because, you know, we usually see the same type of role from him, but this isn't a Star-Lord character. Yes, he has his Star-Lord isms in here, and his Chris Pratt isms, but that's a good thing that he didn't do the same exact thing. Same with Jennifer Lawrence. It's a different type of character we get to see from her. Yes, it's something we've seen of her, but I didn't see those characters. I actually saw the characters that they're portraying, not the actors themselves, which is a great nod to them, and something that the director did a great job of getting out of them. And yes, did the director do a great job in this film? Is it better than Imitation Game directing? Absolutely not. What Passengers does contain is some fun sci-fi adventure-isms. And like I said, this is a castaway type of movie. Now, in the beginning of the movie, I would like to say the first 15 to 20 minutes I really enjoyed. Then some ethical things get raised and I kind of just tempered down a bit, but then the second act kicks in and I kind of start really liking it. I really like that second act. That's probably my favorite part of the movie. Then a twist happens, and when that twist happens, I wasn't necessarily happy with where the movie went. After that, a lot of the logical and ethical reasons got thrown out the window, and it made sense, but then towards the end of the film, it didn't make sense for the same reasons that a logical and ethical reasoning wouldn't make sense for the characters and where the character development would go for each character. So at that point, it kind of lost me. Yes, there were some fun sci-fi elements to it, but to me, it kind of lost me at that point. Plus, the ending itself is a little disappointing. Yes, I get it. Yes, it makes sense. Yes, it's the ending I think a lot of audience members would like to see. But from the original script that had been written, a lot of the other endings that have been thrown out there that were rumored that they actually were supposed to go with sound 10 times better than this. And if you actually look those up, I think those are the endings that they should have gone with, because it would have made the movie stronger in the sense and would have made more better sense for the character development of these characters. But what am I going to complain? It's a sci-fi romance that's supposed to be fun. I have fun with Passengers. Absolutely. I mean, you get Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence both in a movie that I would like to see them again in another movie, because I think they had great chemistry in this movie. The CGI was fantastic, really looked beautiful. The ship was a weird design, but also pretty cool as well. There's some great aspects in the Passengers, and then there's some aspects of Passengers that are pretty bad. But besides that, if you're just wanting to go have a fun time at the movies, just something that kind of lose your mind in, Passengers is that passable kind of film. Passengers is a fun time, and I'll have to give Passengers a C+. But what did you guys think of Passengers? Please let me know down below in the comments. Plus, let's do this question out there. What is your favorite Chris Pratt character besides Star-Lord? And what is your favorite Jennifer Lawrence character besides Mystique? Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite characters that they have both portrayed. I want to hear it down. I want to discuss this. But besides that, guys, thank you so much for watching this. It means the world to me. Thank you for all the support, and look out for more reviews and more videos very much soon.